60. Barrister Olumide is here, but before I cue him in, that's his Echo Chamber by Draw. Thank you very much, Val. That was quite the introduction to new music. It's new to me, not I realize it's very much in your domain as a listener. Anyways, Barrister Olumide is in the studio. Why won't he be? Here he is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
David. Also, good to see you.
How was your week? Usually we ask how was your weekend, but it's reversed now.
Anyway, we thank God. Let me just greet
Really
everyone
thank you,
first
God.
so that I can answer you.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for tuning into Relationship 360. I really appreciate you. I relationally appreciate you. And in answer to your question, you said, how was my week?
Yes.
Remember I told you last weekend, I spoke for 12 hours between...
Yeah, 14 actually was what you said you were going to speak for.
I had another hour on Thursday, so I had 5 events in 2 days, then one on Thursday.
So you had a 3-day break.
Weekend, I spoke 12 hours, 2 hours sitting down, 10 hours standing.
Wow.
It was on another level. Thank God for strength. And thanks to all that invited me. So an issue that I have to take up, which has been happening over the years, but I think I have to make it an issue, is that of the African time. I don't do African time. If you tell me 10 a.m., I will be there before 10 a.m. I will be there seated. I'm known for that. But then the program starts at 11:30. And then I have another program that I had arranged time to your 10 a.m. that by 11 I'll be done. But your program is now starting at 11:30, which means I would arrive at the next program late. You can imagine that I was late for the Purple Curtain, my own program, by 14 minutes. So I think I don't like that. If I would appeal to people who would invite me in future, that I would come up with an agreement now. If I come at the stipulated time and you don't start, and I have another program, I would leave at the time stipulated that I have put, and there will be no refund of honorarium because I was actually present. I came, but you were not ready. And it also speaks to the general populace. This African time is really frustrating. When you are also invited to an event, or your organization is hosting an event, and all of you don't come on time. The organizers will wait before you come, and people like me will come from far, having I usually have an average of 2-3 events, lined up like that, and it affects. So please, I cannot become irresponsible because of your irresponsibility that is making me late to another event. I don't want that to be part of my resume. So please, I'm not coming by air, I'm going by road. So I will still enter that traffic again, which would be twice as late. Thank you very much. Last week was Father's Day, but because of the case I told you about last week, when a 14-year-old was repeatedly raped in her father's house by her father's tenant, and when the man was arrested due to our efforts and transferred to the gender unit, the parents of that child came to fight for the man who raped their daughter, insisting that he must be released. So that annoyance took me away from wishing fathers Happy Father's Day. By the way, on that case, the man was charged to court, and the man is in Kirikiri right now, pending his trial. The girl has been taken away from the parents. I made that application and is in custody of Lagos State at one of their shelters. My intention is that the family, we will form another family for the girl. And the girl telling you that this is not the first man who has raped me in my father's house. It is well. The case will continue. I'll keep you updated. So let me now wish our fathers happy belated Father's Day. Last week, the Father's Day is every third weekend in June. Every June, the third weekend is Father's Day. And by the way, happy birthday to Pastor Ladipo. His birthday was on June 12th, and I was supposed to wish him happy birthday last week as well, but this case was responsible for the omission. Thank you, Pastor Ladipo, for being the man that you are. I appreciate the God in you, and also being a member, a volunteer in my organization, Orile Ikomu. Thank you very much, and God bless you for all you do. Before I go into the day, I want to also appreciate the Society of Women Accountants of Nigeria under ICANN. In particular, the national chairperson, Madam Blessing Osakwe Ogo. I was invited to speak on Thursday at the ICANN Annex in Butemeta, where they brought together students from so many secondary schools. Igbobi College was there, Lady of Apostles, Reagan Memorial, Imbayo Methodist Girls, so many secondary schools. They brought them together, and I spoke with them on Thursday. It was wonderful seeing such a highly esteemed professional body take such interest in grooming and enlightening children. I met Mrs. Bukola Akim Maladu, who was seated next to me, listens to my program, but didn't know it was me sitting next to her until I spoke, until I got up to speak. Thank you for listening to my program. God bless you. Now, straight into the program. We have been talking about traits to avoid while considering a choice for a spouse, but I would like to give a belated message for our fathers to mark the Father's Day, what I was supposed to say to them last week. Now, Father's Day is set aside, like I said, every third week in June to celebrate fathers, to highlight their roles and sacrifices, the challenges they face, and also a way of saying we see you and acknowledge you, we celebrate your sacrifice. Now, a father is defined as a man in relation to his child or children, and a husband is defined as a man in relation to his wife. So it tells you that the definition of a father is totally different from the definition of a husband. I hope you understand. A father can be a husband, but not every husband can be a father. A father is known by responsibility. A husband is known as a companion. So not every companion knows responsibility, but every father is defined as a man in relation to his children. Now, what are the challenges facing fathers in Nigeria? A husband, a father, but the main issue here is that we know that both father and husband are of the male gender. Now, the global life expectancy data shows Nigeria has the lowest life expectancy in the world at 54.6 years. This goes to the men and inclusive of the men, especially are the fathers in Nigeria. So the first problem of fathers is health. Men have what I call medical recklessness. It's a kind of situation where men always fail and I keep saying this, always fail to check their health status. I've said this until now. I know that a lot of men listening to me have not gone to check their health status, do a full physical. We can drive in 10, 20, 30, 40 million dollar, million naira vehicles, but cannot take 100,000 to go and do a full health check. You can remove 80,000 to go and check how your heart, your limbs, do a prostate check, check your eyes to be sure cataracts is not, coming up. That do a health check to see your blood sugar, so you know that you're not over sugarized, with the possibility of diabetes. All these things you can by just checking, you can correct, you can prevent. And the health challenge for men, number one, is heart diseases. Men are 4 times likely to contract heart diseases than women. Number 2, for men is also a sickness called depression. And with depression comes a major cause, or major, resultant, called suicide. Depression and anxiety, which means substance abuse, remains the major causes of suicide amongst Nigerian men. In fact, Nigeria is the epicenter of suicide in Africa. We don't know that. More of us die from suicide, and men are particularly more suicidal now. Why? Because of depression. Depression simply means prolonged sorrow. Prolonged sorrow, hopelessness. In a study, research by Gift Habib of the Punch newspapers in 2022 revealed that no fewer than 79 people committed suicide. The victims comprised of 70 males and 9 females. It tells you here that the mean reported cases where the mean age were 36.33, and men accounted for 80.6% of all suicides within 9 years. Married men accounted for 51.8%. Students accounted for 33.6%. So it is, the conclusion now is, ladies and gentlemen, in Nigeria, men are 8 times more likely to die by suicide than their female counterparts. And when we talk about suicide, I keep telling you, when I mention this, some were saying, God forbid, that it is a devil. It is the work of the devil. And a lot of religious people have taken that cause to a spiritual level, thinking suicide is by demonic possession. I don't even understand why this is the result of, you see learned people that went to school, but when they talk, the religion they spew out of their mouth is highly unfortunate, very irritating. Not knowing that this man is depressed, you keep linking it to spiritual causes. But in that same Bible, when you look at 1 Kings 19:4, you will see that Elijah attempted suicide when he fled from King Ahab's wife. Jonah 4:5-11, Jonah says a prayer for suicide in the Bible, asking God to kill him. Judges, Samson said, let me die with the Philistines, another prayer to die. That's Judges 16:30. Moses in Numbers 11 also asked God to kill him. Jeremiah said, cursed be the day that I was born, the day my mother bore me, let it not be blessed. Jeremiah 20:14. Job 3:11, he said, why did I not perish at birth and die as I came from the womb? In Matthew 27, Judas actually committed suicide. You can see that suicide has been from time immemorial and has been because of hopelessness. Hopelessness. Now, amongst this, I would also want to talk to the firstborn sons. The firstborn sons, by recent data, shown to be the first to die amongst all siblings, and the death is not by old age, it is premature because of over responsibility. The responsibility of the house, your own immediate family, your own extended family, what they depend, you have to donate to this, you have to be there at this meeting, you have to be there at that meeting. We find out that your life then is cut short because of the responsibility put on you. The firstborn sons always have to sacrifice their dreams so that their siblings can realize their own dreams. Whenever there is an issue, the firstborn son has to drop out of school to go and work to send his younger ones to school, realizing their dreams, and by the time they now finish school, he will now start school. And a lot of times, the younger ones that he sent to school do not even reciprocate in love to him. The issue here is our fathers who keep bringing children into this world knowing they cannot take care of they just keep giving birth. Poor people, 6 children, 7 children. They now start sending children up and down. Send this one to this uncle, send that one to that uncle. Then the firstborn son now takes the place of the father who sits down at home and uses his children for trade. You look at it, the next person to die will now be the son that replaces the firstborn son in responsibility who has died. Please, firstborn sons, as long as you make yourself available for responsibility, they will keep mounting responsibility on you, knowing that you have your own wife and your children, which should come first. A lady came on air, her name is Adaeze, saying the husband just died. A week, the husband's younger brother has come into the house with biro and started writing down all what the man owns, the houses, and he's telling her that, oh, she didn't give birth to male children, so the family will take everything that the brother has. You know, this is what happens when you die prematurely. You expose your children. That family that you are talking about will take everything. So your first responsibility is to your own children. It is irresponsible carrying the entire burden of your household. You are not their father. You are also a sibling and need a father. Those fathers that thrust responsibility on the firstborn sons, even before they are able to understand what responsibility means, you have already, your sister, everything he has to give up for the younger ones. So he doesn't have a life, he doesn't have a dream. His dreams are last to be considered. So they don't live long. Responsibility kills them. Everybody, and daddy is sick, it is them. I have to go to the... Listen, you have to know what is your own. There is what you call eleru. That is another person's load. Drop it by the wayside. The firstborn sons. You have to check the extent of this meeting, that meeting. You don't have to go everywhere. If as you are died now, are you telling me that their own lives will not continue? Will they die along with you? Their lives will continue. It just shows you that you are the sacrifice for other people to go, and once that sacrifice is finished, the thing about sacrifice is that the sacrifice dies. Every sacrifice must die. That is what is called sacrifice. The sacrifice is the life. You can, as long as you are alive, your blood is for other people to grow, to realize their dreams. Some even borrow with your name, and you end up repaying monies that you did not borrow. So, for our fathers, that is number one, to do with your health and your mortality. The second problem after health for our fathers is marriage. Is marriage. The first people that have this problem, I'm giving you, well, if you like, take. If you like, do not take. Second problem after health for our fathers is marriage. The first set of people are those that are not legally married. That is, you know, a woman moves in with you and you start living as husband and wife, but you are not legally married. A lot of you are living with women, you have not paid their bride price, neither have you gone to the registry with that woman. You are just cohabiting and breeding children. This creates a problem for you. There are children that by law are illegitimate. They call them illegitimate children. You have to legalize your union, because in culture, in religion, it is not right. Legally, you can't be with a woman reproducing and you are not married. I wonder at the family of this woman who would even come for Omugo and stay with a man that your daughter is not legally married to, and name the child that is not even, how do you, she doesn't even bear the name of the man. They are not Mr. and Mrs. So you become grandpa and your name is the child's name, because it's only marriage that makes them Mr. and Mrs. so and so. Second in marriage are those who married by pregnancy. That means the reason you got married was because someone got pregnant. Meaning, if not for the pregnancy, you would not have married the person. And this has to do with a lot of religious and social pressure. Oh, she's pregnant, so what? No, you must marry her. Why? Simply because she's pregnant. Now, pregnancy does not mean marriage. In any way, pregnancy simply makes you a father. Pregnancy makes her a mother. But when you marry because of pregnancy, now 41% of failed marriages come from those who married because of pregnancy. Can you imagine this? You are laying down next to a woman and you are looking at the woman every night, every morning. If not for this child, if not for that pregnancy, I would not have married this woman. You are looking, the woman too is looking at this man, knowing that he is not her first choice, but because of marriage. It's even worse when the sex that brought the pregnancy was not even consensual, meaning that the woman was either raped. You know, rape is when they force you into, you know, you went there to say hi, or you went to a party, you met this person, maybe you were served drinks, and then, because that used to happen in our
The
days.
hardware and software on iPhone come together with the power of Apple Silicon to deliver all-day battery life.
Back on it. Relationship 360. Barrister Olumide is very much still in the studio. He didn't go anywhere.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we had to go on a break.
We had to go on a certain break. So I was talking about those who married by pregnancy. The problem is that love is either present or absent. Some people think you can summon love. Some people think you can force love. Some people even go to the extent of enchanting love, thinking that love can be, what do you call it, enchanted. You recite some incantations and, you know, some people decree love into this household. That's not how love works. Love is either there, it is a noun, it is a person, it is either present or absent. It cannot be mistakenly there, it cannot be summoned there. So if the marriage is not based on love, those that even love themselves in the beginning are having issues. Not to talk of both of you that did not love in the beginning. It was a marriage of pregnancy. Some it was just probably a one-time thing. It wasn't a serious thing, but pregnancy entered. And then you were forced to marry by religious institutions and traditional ordinations and customs that, oh, you must marry. They are having a very terrible time because almost 41%, that is really high, of people who have failed marriages. You have them who married because of pregnancy. And while they are still trying to find their feet, someone comes again and says, is this only this one child you will give us? You have to, and then there are first people that knew that if not for this pregnancy, I wouldn't have married. You now force them, you put they now get pregnant again for a second child. But they know that this marriage is because of the children, not because of us. So eventually they now meet somebody that they truly love. So there is the person they are with, and then there's the person they love. Second problem for fathers in marriage. The third are those who also married into families that do not like them. That is where the mother-in-law does not like the husband, or the father-in-law does not like the husband. Believe me, we did that survey and we found that also in the 40s, mother-in-laws 31%, fathers-in-law 9%. That is 40% of failed marriages because of parental interference. Those of you, I don't know how you think that marrying into a house that doesn't like you, you know, some people say they don't know me well. When they get to know me, they would love me. Like Notorious B.I.G. said, to know me is to love me. And some people think that with prayers, you can turn your enemies to friends. They even quote to you that when the Lord is pleased with a man, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. That does not work in marriage. Because in that verse, you are not married to your enemy. In fact, nobody will tell you to marry into families that don't like you. The marriage already, by default, has a 40% chance of failure. Statistics has, it is right there in data. Without doing anything, when you marry into homes, the mother-in-law does not like you. Mothers-in-law are responsible for 31% of failed marriages. They will always intervene. They will always project your husband to be useless. Is that what your mates are doing? And because they don't like him in the first place. Especially those ones who are judged by tribe. We want you to marry from this tribe. You want to marry from another tribe. The Adas must marry from their hometown, but this Ada went to marry a Yoruba man. Never marry into a family. You can love this woman till death. This woman can love this man till death. But as long as the family doesn't like your choice, and then you are someone who loves the family will get you sooner or later. Remember, I think it was last year or so, that an old man and woman came to this studio in my show to accuse their brother, their son-in-law, as being responsible for killing their daughter. It was so bad here, as in the studio. I felt mad how they came. The case got to me. I don't even know how it got to me. And then they said the man was going to traffic, trying to take the child out of the country. So I filed motions. I did all that to stop the man. And the man, the mother-in-law destroyed him here. Only for me to get across to the lawyer of the son-in-law, when they brought documents to show that everything that was said was false. You know what it is, what embarrassment it was for me? The very next Saturday, I had to come here to come and debunk everything that was said the Saturday before. It looked like I didn't know what I was doing. These people had spoilt the name of this. You know, you come on air to announce that your son-in-law killed your daughter, smothered her on the hospital bed. Meanwhile, when we got the medical report from the hospital, you know, it was just totally, it was the opposite. They had destroyed this man, and it was a court case. The family had used 11 lawyers, 11, because when one lawyer comes, the lawyer would, they even use Festus Keyamo, who also dropped the case. But they keep on looking for lawyers that will take the case because it lacks merit. Never marry into a family that does not like you, even though their child loves you. You already have a 40%. Christianity has nothing to do with the prayer to what? Turn his heart. Lucifer has been here before the creation of the earth. Listen, has Lucifer changed? Has he changed? No. So who do you think you are? You think you can just change not one person, an entire family, or the mother-in-law, or the father-in-law? Those are battles you should not be fighting. Go to where you are celebrated, not where you are tolerated, not where you are despised. A wise man, Proverbs 22:3, sees trouble from afar and hides himself. But the fool, the simple, walk into it and they are punished. Never go into a place that you are not loved. From the wedding day, problem. From the traditional marriage, problem. Somebody came here some time ago, the mother did not like the son. They've been on this traditional wedding for 2 years. They will always find something to postpone it. At the end of the day, I had to go and stand as the father of the bride. These are things you shouldn't have to be going through. Men, these are your issues. So when you identify which one is yours, oh happy day when you do not fall within this, then make sure you check your health. Those that fall within these varying degrees of, how would I put it, situations, you need to settle your house before it is too late. Now, one more thing I would talk about, this concerns women. I think I'm finished with the fathers. More and more, I'm dealing with cases of isolation. That is where a husband marries a wife and then isolates her from her family. Where a man marries a woman and the woman isolates the husband from a family. Whenever you are talking to your own family members, your spouse is angry. Every time must they be calling. When you say you want to see them, it becomes a problem. Isolation. It is psychological abuse. When we are talking of abuse in marriage, it's not just physical. That's the beating. That beating is even small. The main issue, what kills, is the emotional and psychological abuse, where you isolate. I told you of one case that we handled, that the man, for 7 years that they got married, the day they married was the last time they saw their sister. This man changed the address, took her to a place, changed her phone number. Nobody could reach her. Nobody. Took her out of state. The family, the father was sick but refused to die because he said he has to see his daughter one more time before he dies. So he was holding on. They were looking for this daughter. Where did this man, because he just moved. When they came to me, I said it's not a problem. I instituted a case of kidnapping and possible murder. So, and I indicted the family of the husband, saying that they were responsible for kidnapping and the possible murder. So to prove that they have not killed her, they have to bring her to show that she's alive. That's how the family now started linking. Family that said, they don't know where he is, so they now have to call him to bring the girl. That was when we found out that they were in Akwa Ibom. from Lagos, Akwa Ibom. When the police got to that house, that woman had been locked up. The man was now a pastor and locked this girl in a room that she should continue fasting and praying for his ministry. By the time we brought her out, she had not seen sunlight in 3 years. She had been in a room with a bucket, whether it's to pee or to... She was lean. When she came out, she didn't even recognize her family members, because she had been locked up in a room. What is the difference? I was in a session with some people, and the wife fell ill. She had some kind of kidney issue, and the husband could not pay. The wife said, let me go to my father will help. Said, no, you cannot go to your father. And you want to embarrass me, that they will say I don't have money. So he prevented her from calling her family, from telling the family for almost 4 years. And she needed an operation. She couldn't. In fact, it was the house, the Megad, that carried her on the back and took to the hospital. She would be in pain. He said the pain of that, I think it was gallstones or kidney stones or something. The pain was like labor pains. And the man will be there telling her that when she's making too much noise, can't you just hold yours? In pain for 4 years because you cannot afford it, but you don't want her to talk to her family. You don't want her to reach out for help. All of you in marriages where you are being isolated, it's a kind of mental disease that it is okay. You see it as okay for you to just meet a man or meet a woman, and the woman turns you and separates you from your family. Anything your family members are coming, it is fight. No, you don't want them to stay. You don't want them to do this. You don't want them. Listen, if you are in that kind of marriage, madam, Oga, pack your bags and go back to where you came from. That is not a marriage. That is a sword to cut you from your roots. You did not marry to become what? Single again. You can't talk to your brothers, you can't talk to your sisters, your parents, you cannot. You have to stay. It becomes a fight whenever your mother is coming. It becomes a fight when you cannot go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is psychological abuse. Isolation from family and friends. It is satanic. It is satanic. It is insecurity. It is malicious. That is not a marriage. That is not a marriage. And then you also, family members, who know that you have not seen your sister, you have not seen your brother, and you leave it like that and say, oh, it is a marital or family issue. I think there's something wrong with you. You are also responsible for your siblings if you come from a good home. You cannot just abandon. You don't know what is going on. Look at the one that we found in Akwa Ibom, locked in a room. She has been, I think they took, I don't know whether it was Yaba psychiatric. She wasn't able to, it took over a year of medication. She didn't recognize her family members. You know, her skin was already somehow, like these horror movies. You know, you need some sunlight. You need some sunlight on your skin. It's called vitamin D. She had been in a room for 3 years. She looked like those things from World War Z. You know, she looked different. She couldn't look up. Man said, oh, he's a pastor. She's in a program, praying and fasting in a room. Maybe you are the man of God. Why are you not praying and fasting? You lock your wife as a sacrifice in the room? If you are in a marriage that isolates you from family and friends, you are not in a marriage, Oju Ogunlowa. You are in the battlefront. Someone is maliciously trying to isolate you so that they can control you. It is a tool of control. That is not the intention of marriage. The intention of marriage is to unite two families, not to separate you from your own family. I will talk more on this. Let me just go offline now and give the phone line to any and everybody to call it. Psychological abuse, it is emotional abuse, and it is worse than physical abuse. Those that say, oh, I was at one case, was it during the week in court, and the judge just said, but he doesn't beat you now, there is no physical abuse. And I'm wondering that, do you know that psychological abuse is worse than physical abuse? How can you be saying at least they have not beaten you? There are things that are worse than beating. Please, let's go to the phone lines, David.
The numbers to call 0201 277 0201 465 7190, and of course 0809 597 5805. I'm taking calls now. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Dr. Olumide, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, like what you have just said this morning. I have a case like that. My junior sister, since 1992, when my father died, this man took my junior sister to Akwa Ibom. Today we don't know her whereabouts.
Are you kidding?
He has collected this girl from coming to us. We don't know whether it's diabolic power he used or now. Today we are looking for that girl. And she's alive. There was a time they said they are in Benin. They came to see the mother, and the mother did not give us any information. As I'm talking to you now.
Wait, you've not seen your sister since 1992? Please.
Honestly speaking.
Honestly
speaking.
That is what?
This man is from Akwa Ibom. My sister is with him. Up till now. We don't know her whereabouts. We don't have her
David,
contact.
how many
So
years is that?
34 years.
34 years. You have not seen your sister in 34 years. What are you people waiting for? What are you waiting for? Where are you from?
Because I'm from Bayelsa State.
It's like I'm
and
different.
This girl, they met in Ondo State, in Agbabu, a place called Agbabu, 12 miles to Ore. That is where we were before.
So what have you guys done? You know his family, right?
We don't know his family. He came to work there. He came to work.
How did she marry him? Who came to the marriage? Who did you hand up?
He did not marry. They were making boyfriend and girlfriend. And so when my father died, we went to the village to bury him. I told the mother, I said, this girl must not go back to Ondo State again because I don't like the relationship between her and this man. The mother said I should leave it. When they went back, that's how he impregnated her and took her away. Since then, we've not sent her on
34 years. 34 years. Are you joking, sir?
4 years.
Why haven't you gone?
We don't even know where they are in Akwa.
You don't even know the family.
We don't. Even when he came to work in Ondo State, he doesn't come with the family. He came as a young man and saw a girl and friend her, and that is how he took her away.
Do you know? You know his full name at least. You know his full name.
I don't even know his name. Because myself, I was in Lagos here while they were in Ondo State here. So it was when I went back to them, to that place, that I saw her with this man.
Sir,
I said, which man is this one? He said it's her boyfriend and all those kind of things. Today, Jesus. I have been asking the junior one, the elder brother, because she's the same father with me. Our elder brother, he doesn't care. He doesn't want to know whether his sister is dead or not. All of that, the mother, she's still in the village. She's almost 80-something years. She refused to give us any good information as to where this girl is today. And they said they had children, and the children are grown up now.
34 years, of course, now. The issue, wait, who knows him in your family? Who knows the guy? Who did she introduce it? Because when you say you don't even know his name, I'm just wondering, how is this possible?
The mother.
Okay.
The mother knows him,
okay.
and the elder sister also knows the man.
And what are they doing?
But for me, I know him on Facebook, but it's long, man.
But so what are the sisters? We can't keep. What the sister and the mother that know the man? What have they done?
Nothing.
Do they want to see their sister? Do they want to see the daughter?
They don't even care. I'm the one that is even worried.
Okay.
Because it's my father's third wife.
The conversation is over. You see, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much for calling. See, so that it won't look as if one is coming here and telling you tales by moonlight. Somebody taking a whole please, let's go to the phone line.
More calls. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Zumi.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir. Please, I want to ask a question. If let's say I married now, I late traditionally, then I paid a bride price. And along the line, we are not together, and there was a separation, and I married another one.
What's wrong with
the first,
Out of airtime if you don't have.
Hello?
Hello, I'm here.
All right, please go.
Please go ahead.
Okay. I said, if I married a woman, traditionally, then I pay a bride price, and maybe along the line, there's a separation between both of us. Then I married another one. Then I pay a bride price, traditionally as well. Is the first marriage invalid because I do not collect bride price?
Please, hold on. Sorry. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hold on, please. You said you married the first one traditionally.
Exactly, and they pay the bride price.
And then you now marry the second one.
We are no longer together yet. And I do not ask that, okay, return the bride price, and I married another one. Is that first marriage invalid because I do not collect the bride price? So
traditionally,
traditional
marriage gives you the flexibility of having more than one wife. So if you do not divorce, then the state of assumption is that you are still married. You did not ask for bride price, which is, you did not ask for a refund of your bride price, which means that you did not divorce her. So the state of affairs is that you are married to two wives, traditionally.
Okay, it means I'm married to two wives.
Yes, unless
you
divorce
the best
the first one.
Tell her to return it.
Yes.
So the best option is to tell her to return the bride price.
Yes, yes. That ends the marriage, not makes it invalid. It ends the marriage.
Okay, it ends the marriage.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
All right.
Thank you very much. More calls 0201 0993. Oh, that one left. 0201 465 7190. And 0809-597-5805. Let me see what's happening on the WhatsApp portal. Somebody sent in a message, so let me play it out. It's short.
So I know that you be Yoruba. That's our man. So Ejo, we need the card key.
I think
so
this is not please.
This is not for us. Okay. I would go on to say this is a message rather. Many religious leaders teach that dying by suicide leads to hellfire or no hope of resurrection. That message can make people who are in Christ feel ashamed instead of supported when what they really need is help and understanding. Kolongo from Lekki Free Trade Zone.
Yeah, well, it's for those of you that put your lives in the hands of religious leaders. That is the problem. So their opinions shape you. When it's better to put your life in the hands of a professional. When you are sick, you go to the hospital, not to a vulcanizer. Go to people with Sabi Road.
There's a caller on the line here. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Right, sir. I just want to
say something about the program.
Please, you have 1 minute, please. Thank you very much. Please, 1 minute. Go ahead.
God bless you. Keep doing the good work, sir. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Wow. Oh, okay. You're done talking. It's very brief. Hello?
Good morning, David.
Good morning.
Sorry, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you say your name?
louder,
You didn't say
please.
your name and where you're calling from.
Are you hearing me?
Better.
Yeah.
You didn't say your name and where you are calling from.
Okay, my name is Les, calling from Nigeria. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. For marriage of this part of
I don't.
do we understand?
Bro, speak up now.
Do we understand the meaning of people marriage? We don't understand marriage in this part of the world. So all this religious marriage.
Please, can we go to the next caller? Can we go to the next caller?
All of
Please, thank you.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Uncle David, good morning.
Good morning.
Barrister Lumidi Babami, good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, Yami.
Yeah. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Bisola. I'm calling from Agege.
All right, Bisola from Agege. Talk to us.
Barrister Lumidi,
Yes, ma'am.
there is a show that I used to listen to in a very wonderful, excellent radio station where they give person sense. I do woke up normally, Barrister Lumidi.
Okay.
And in that show, Barrister Lumidi, to cut the long story short, on Friday, every Friday, the presenter will surely say either you should give a shout out to your lover or to a crush. You understand me, sir?
Yes.
There was a guy that I met who was that hook up show. This Friday, as I called the show to say I have a crush on so person from so country, and the person was in another country, outside country. But by the time they were planning to say, choose Kalu, yeah, choose Kalu for South Korea. Say I get crush, you say the pros they talk, they treat me for Bele because if they throw topic, if they talk like person make sense, where they teach person good thing to learn. But the same guy that I met who was this woke-up show. Àti ìríra rí o, a kàn sọ̀rọ̀ lórí fóònù Yorùbá ni bẹ́ẹ̀ mi náà ṣe jẹ́ Yorùbá. And bí mo ṣe give shout out to me tí wọ́n ti mọ hang up. Immediately guy yẹn wá ń pè mí. Ipe you be so like you are halal. Why would you be telling Chief Kalu for South Korea that you have a crush on him?
Who called you? Who said that?
The same guy that I met in that show.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. Is
I
it
don't know.
the Chuks Kalu guy
No,
that called?
another person.
Oh, no.
Oh, you met another person on the show that called you and said you.
Okay. So I want to know where this is going.
Okay.
What-
So where is this going though?
I just want to talk waiting by Solomide talk. If any person want to enter a relationship, they can know the person who want to enter with you.
Oh.
We never see face to face.
Oh, this person you have not even met the person before.
Face to face. We only
It's
talk on
through
phone.
it's through radio show.
God bless you.
The person now picked up the phone and called you and said that you are a harlot for saying you like so and so person.
Choose Kalu for South Korea that I get crush. Oh, crush. Now I call you.
Okay.
You never get Fanta, you never get Coke, now just crush. Thank you
God
very
bless
much.
my
Thank
papa.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Thank you very much for calling.
God
Man. Thank
bless you, sir. Do have a
you.
lovely weekend.
Yeah, thank you
too.
very much.
You
I'm a
too.
crush now. She blew a kiss. David, don't be jealous. Please go to the next.
Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from? Hello? Okay, you're not interested in talking to me.
No, it could be network. Let's go.
I doubt it, but yeah. Good morning, my learned colleague and presenter. Under customary marriage, once the dowry is asked for and returned, marriage is dissolved. I, as a lawyer, has seen that marriage is not taken seriously. Yes, some of us don't know the meaning of marriage. Anthony Kehinde, Kehinde Williams, he's a lawyer from Badagry, Lagos. Good morning, Barrister Mr. David. So my question is, if a woman has a good husband, why I said a good husband is he provides at home, he is really taking care of us, even he extended it to my family. But there's one thing about him that I don't like. If I text him during Valentine's Day or I text him any love text, he won't text me back. He will only reply, same here. Just same here, same here. Alone, all my efforts I use in writing him is the same here I will get. Sir, my question is, should I stop texting him or just tell him home?
You talk to him. Some people, they're like me, you understand. Actions, they are more of action than words.
You don't respond to.
You will know from my actions. So you would know. I'm not the word person, like when you pass the flowers turn purple, all those things. I don't know how to, but I act, I do. I am the doing, I'm the doer, not so it might just be someone like that. Then you can teach him. That's a very small flaw. If that is the only, that's a very tiny flaw. Okay. You tell him.
All right, Abigail.
At times you can even go and type it on his phone and then tell him to send it to you. You can start from there. Go and bring your phone. I will type it. Send it to me. You.
Abigail, please, and not just you, but other people who are texting. You guys should leave your names when you are sending in these text messages. Good morning, Barrister. My husband's family did not like me in the first place. Later, the family of my husband and my husband went to marry another lady for him at my back, and without my consent, I think that's what she meant.
Yeah.
He went with his family and friends, and this man still wants loyalty and thinks he can force me and my children to love his siblings and family that did not like me in the first place. So, Barrister, sir, please, is this possible? Anonymous.
Is this possible? How do you mean? Is what possible? You are there as a first wife, you have a second wife. If it is something, for example, that would be the greatest betrayal for me. I would have left the marriage and I would take...
you would summarily leave?
I would leave. What is that? I'm married to you, then you go and do a secret marriage to somebody else, and then you now bring the person...
Will you just leave or will you divorce?
Now, leave the marriage, first of all, in whether it is court marriage, is separation first. So you move I would leave, I would divorce, whichever one you put it.
Okay.
And give them more room to be fruitful and multiply.
You have to put it.
Yes, I'll give them more room. How would I do that? That's the greatest betrayal. That thing can make the woman wake up one night and kill him. Yes, now.
That's serious.
Yeah, that is one of the greatest acts of malice. You are living in the same house with somebody, your wife, and you are planning a marriage with your family and friends with another. When she finds out, what will happen? Somebody might be poisoned. And you are sleeping with both eyes closed. You can't even try. It is well.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Peter. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
All right, Peter from Ikorodu. Talk to us.
Yes. Barrister, first, I want to appreciate you because I jumped into your program, was it last week?
Oh, wow.
And I started following I said, well, this is the best kind of program I've been looking forward to.
Well, thank you very
much.
Now,
I am happily married. I'm based here in Lagos.
Your radio is on in the background. Can you reduce it before you go on?
Yeah, there's noise at the background, sir.
Okay, like I said, I'm happily married and I'm based here in Lagos. But I have there's something that is really occurring into both families. I decided that I have the same father, the same mother, all the young to the senior one, my siblings, most of them does not want to talk to me. Each time I call them, everybody is excusing me. And the same thing is applicable to my wife. I don't know where it's coming from. I wouldn't say it's spiritual or something.
Can you explain to me? Is it since you married your wife, your family, they are not, they no longer communicate with you?
No, we've been communicating ever before.
Okay.
But as soon as I started having my children, I don't know if it's jealousy or happiness. I called my elder sister in London. She will block me in her Facebook page. My elder brother in the US. When they come to like Nigeria, if I talk to them, nobody wants to communicate. My younger sister.
It's not a problem. Communication is not by force now. It's not a problem. You just continue. You just continue. Continue with your life. Leave them.
Okay. All right. Same thing with my wife too. My wife is the most senior of all of them. All of them, they combine together. Anytime she wants to advise them, talk to them, nobody wants to pick her phone. Nobody wants to talk to her.
And then you people start your own dynasty now. Just like me. Just like me. You know, start your own dynasty. Well, in my own, on my wedding, my marriage, I did not invite any family member. No family members. My mother that came was a result of pleadings from her pastors. I did not want any of my family members there. So you understand, because I know the kind of family I come from. Since the death of my father, I've just, so it's not by force. I'm very happily married. You move on, raise your children, make sure your children are good. You are fantastic. Keep going. Your happiness cannot be defined by communication with your family. You have a purpose in this life to fulfill. God put you here for a reason. Fulfill your purpose. That's the most important thing. Not whether a family member. It's not by force. Me, I easily identify things like this. When I see that I am not wanted, I am not celebrated, or I am tolerated, I leave that setting. For your mental health.
Although that's our final position, we've taken that position.
Please just be happy. Go buy ice cream. Nothing is. At least they are not the ones feeding you.
Yes.
They are not the ones sending your children to school. Please don't even give it a thought. Just keep moving. Anybody that wants to talk to you, they know how to. They have your number. It's not a problem.
All right. Thank you very much. I have separated from my wife for 4 years now, and my wife said in their culture they don't return bride prizes. I am wondering what kind of culture that is. Barrister, what should I do in this kind of situation? I want to marry another woman.
There is not a problem. Just go to the customary court. Go to the customary court.
Okay. Okay. This one is selling market, so sad. 0201 2770993 0201 465 7190, and of course 009 597 5805. Checking for messages. Okay, none at this time, so I have calls. Hello? Yes. Okay, your line is all over the place. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Barrister.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Stella.
Hi,
From
Stella.
Ajah.
Welcome, Stella.
Yes, sir. Sir, you highlighted things about men, problems of marriage, about men and also women. I want to talk on that one of pregnancy. Ladies go through that problem more, and most marriages in Nigeria are mostly caused by family members. For instance, last week we were talking about something, and I said that my own situation too was due to pregnancy. I didn't want the marriage, even before the traditional marriage which my father did on his own.
How do you mean he did on his own? You were not present?
I was present. It's just that my father took the responsibility because the man claimed he doesn't have money. So my father said he did that so that to wipe away shame. from his face. Before then, I cried to my parents that I have seen the way this man is. I cannot marry him, though I am pregnant. My mother said over her dead body that will I stay in that house? That I should not stay in that house. So my father said that since your mother has spoken that you should not stay in that house, there is nothing he can do. That was what led me to enter that marriage. If not, I never wanted to marry that marriage. And it's that same year I made my papers that I was planning to write JAM and go to the university. So, most of this marriage thing, our parents at times contribute.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
They
Absolutely.
push the women into marrying. Even when I had issues in my marriage, I came back to my parents good 3 times, sir. Good 3 times.
And they drove you back.
They sent me back. The last one was even the one that paid me. Then my father was late. Before my father died on the dying bed, my father said, my daughter, I've seen that you have tried in that marriage. I've seen that the man you married is stubborn and he doesn't want to listen to you. I've seen your pain.
Okay.
If you see anybody that wants to marry, you marry that person and leave that man.
So what now happened in the marriage? It was terrible.
Yes, it was terrible. Emotionally.
Okay.
He wasn't beating me, but
emotional is. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He wasn't beating me, but for 14 years, I was denied sexual intercourse.
What?
Yes, sir.
14 years.
Yes, sir.
I think I need to.
I told you I would tell you my story. Did I see you face to face? I will tell you my story, sir.
For 14 years, he was sleeping. How many children did you have for him? One, just that one?
3. Because each time I was sent back from my parents, I don't know who to turn to. No family member wants to assist me. And I was not working. I was looking at my children. I said, I would like to leave these children with this man because he can tell these children story tomorrow and my children will turn to hate me. So
Thank you.
I left when my children grew up. I left him.
Is he still alive?
He's alive.
Your children, Uncle?
My children are alive. My children are with me. Me and my children, we are close.
It's unfortunate, family. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Family, I call them tradition. And then those that use religion. Those are the 2 voices that have destroyed so many lives.
Exactly, because my mother was saying, what will church people say if I come
that
back?
is it. What would they say in church? And I wonder what church is. It is just the gathering of people. It is just the gathering of people. And they make it the ultimate in morality. I'm sorry, ma. I hope you are better.
I am better, sir. I am better.
Thank you for
By
this.
the grace of God, this 3rd Sunday, I will come, sir.
3rd Saturday.
3rd Saturday, I will come, sir.
Not a problem. Not a problem. The purple curtain. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Stop forcing people to marry because of pregnancy. They did not kill anybody. They did not steal. They did not do ritual. It's just pregnancy. And you make it as if the world has ended. And you now destroy 2 lives because of that one error.
Barrister Olumide, my husband is always agitated each time I speak to my family because most times my mother initiates a conference call and plays with my baby, but he is not always comfortable. He feels they are monitoring him to the extent that his mother called when we had issues to tell me that why do I always speak to my sister every day. Then I asked her, is it that she doesn't teach her? You guys should be using your punctuations well because
David,
it's a long something. I'm trying to like get
Please
it.
go to the end of the story.
Okay. She just even sent another one now. My husband actually told me to stop speaking to my family.
And is she still with her husband?
Wait, she's going to finish it now. And if my mother calls to speak with him, just to greet him, that I shouldn't give him. Meanwhile, his own family only calls him and when they want to bill him. It's a long story. What do you advise? Now she now goes on to add, his family are very lazy. His mother would even. You don't want to hear it again. You don't want to hear it again.
Listen, any attempt to turn your family without cause. You see, some families do something that will make something terrible. That will make a husband or a wife say, you know what, these people are toxic. I don't want to align. But without cause, they want to turn you. And they are always intimidated by people who are close, where their siblings are close, where their family is tightly knit. You see all of them playing with each other. We have to go on a break?
Yes, we have to go on a break. Yeah, she apologizes. That's fine, miss. But I think he will finish up when we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Relationship 360 and do not go anywhere. We will be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There is already a caller on the table. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Baristolumide, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Are you a woman?
Yes, I'm a woman.
No, it's important to us because you are calling the main line.
I'm Mrs. Alabi from Ikorodu.
All right, Miss Alabi, talk to us.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I want to contribute concerning what you just said.
Please go ahead.
About the first son in the family.
Yes.
That they are the one that used to, take responsibility and the rest. And one thing I want to say is that when the family does not like you, and your husband is saying that I'm the one you married to, men, they are fond of that.
Yeah.
That don't look at what they are saying, just look at me. And something like that.
Absolutely.
And before he died, he knew it. He told me that, can we plan? I said, plan as how? He said, I want to know the reaction of my people towards you. I'm like, I don't understand. He said, I want you to go to your house and I will be here and I will tell my people that we are fighting. I'm like, I can't do it though. He said, and I said, even your mom will not allow that. He said, don't speak for her. Immediately the whole scenario happened. Immediately he died. I see the true color of who they are. So if family doesn't like you, sir, for young ladies that are listening to this program, and the man is telling you, just be looking at me, I'm the one you have issue with.
I am the author and finisher of your. Just look at me.
Because when you are no longer there, they will show you pepper. They said it to my face that, but as he couldn't see you, so I will fail. And when I see that the environment is no longer conducive for me and my children, I left.
Congratulations.
Them
Congratulations. Congratulations.
I left them a year after the whole thing. Yes. So I want you to advise the young ladies that men will be telling that and
don't worry.
And the rest.
For those that don't understand,
we are looking ahead. Because for those that don't understand that, what
we have
that
to
mean?
go now. We have to go now. We have
No
to go
problem,
now.
Sir.
Thank you, Mrs.
So
Alabi.
much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
She said the men will be telling you, don't worry, just look at me. Shebi, I'm the one marrying you. Don't look at them. I'm the one that you are buying from his supermarket. So concentrate on my shop. And then years after, you will see that the supermarket is inside the local government area.
Yeah, this woman says I should finish reading her. The person that
yeah,
she says, so now she goes, the family is very lazy and the mother would even tell him that he is now their father as the firstborn and only son. They now take him as a sacrificial lamb. Although all my siblings are doing well and educated, but his family, despite how I try for them to go to school, they came back and stayed at home, and he's not seeing it as a problem.
When you marry, do not marry below your social class.
Ha.
Problem with that. Don't marry below your social class.
Is this for both genders?
Yes, now. If you are a graduate, please marry another graduate. You can't now. You are placing premium on education. They are not. Now, he who is Oga in the house now is the sacrificial lamb for others, but you cannot communicate that to him. That is a problem. The family you are marrying into, listen, water, whether salt or fresh water, comes from a source. The source is very important in your consideration for a spouse. The person could be fantastic, but the family around him will kill you. By killing, it's not physical killing. They would. Okay, now I was talking about isolation, and people have been calling. So you marry someone, and you now have to choose between your family and your marriage. When someone is telling you that you don't call your sister, don't call your brother, so the marriage now makes you have to now choose between
they pitch
your family. They put you in between. Choose your family or choose this marriage.
I'm very familiar with that sort of situation. It happened.
You can.
Yes. A close family member. In reality, I actually saw it happen in real time, and they always manipulate the love they have for you. Say, oh, you have to pick between them.
Yes, it always comes with manipulation,
yes.
Sweet words, telling, it's called psychological abuse. Emotional abuse is when you undermine a person's sense of self-worth and self-confidence, But this one is psychological abuse, fear by intimidation, manipulation, threatening. You can't pick this, you can't. The other one I told you, she was supposed to go for an operation. It was dangerous, but the husband still said, don't call your family. And he didn't have the money, but her family had the money to pay. But said, if you tell them, they will now say that he doesn't have money. Did they not know that you don't have money before?
Could it be?
At the cost of her life?
Could it be that the end goal here is to isolate you so that they can deal with you?
What does isolation mean? When predators are pursuing, they pick on one particular animal. When they've locked in, they try to isolate that animal from the herd, so that they can devour it. The first is that animal that is wandering far away from the herd, that is eating and has gone. That's what any predator would target. It is more difficult to enter a herd to look for. So they target those ones that are a bit far,
struggling.
From the herd. Someone that they can easily isolate. Now, this is psychological abuse. And the first thing I will tell you is once this happens, you have to stop reproduction. You cannot start reproducing. It will make your choice, your options more limited. When you keep giving birth into a family that wants to take you away from your own family. The moment once abuse starts, reproduction must stop. You must stop reproducing once you hear things like that. At times it happens, after the first child, after your first pregnancy, because these people, abusers, are arrogant reproducers. Why? Because the more children you have, the less likely, the more difficult it is for you to live. So they get you pregnant successively. Before you know, you're already pregnant. Why? Because with this pregnancy, it will be more difficult for you to live. Then the full extent of their craft comes out after the second, third child. Where are you going to go with 3 children? So the first thing, and you have options. You can go and do birth control. Yeah, you can go and do that to biologically stop yourself. So even if it's trying, you see that the sex will be, and it will be sex for reproduction. You see that, just tie it. While you are still considering your choices, the more difficult it is, the more they insist that, I don't want you to be your father. Pack your bags, because you are about to be what? Hunted. Isolation from family and friends so that they can devour you. It's not even a choice. Somebody will tell my daughter not to see me again. Can you imagine someone called and said 34 years they have not seen their... So let me start rounding up. Okay, one more call.
Oh, I picked this call. The call left. But you guys can call in. You know the numbers to call. But I have this message. Barrister, please, I need your advice. I met this lady who is a mother of 2, and I like her. We've been on a talking stage for a while now, and it seems I'm having this feeling for her. Please, sir, what do I do?
What do you do? From talking stage, you like her, then go to the dating stage now, where you see each other go out and you check out her character.
See whether you can
character is it. Yeah.
It's very important. He says she's a mother of 2. I think that's...
I married a mother of 3.
Okay. That works.
I married a mother of 3, so can you...
Okay. Good morning, Barrister Olumide. He says, I think you should call it value rather than saying don't marry below your social status. Money
social status is very simple. However way you choose to, I don't do political correctness. Don't try to water down my interpretation. If you are educated, marry an educated person. If you are working, marry a worker, someone who is working.
Yes.
Marry within that your social class. I'm not saying your finances, like if you are rich, marry the rich. No, social status. If the person is educated, you are educated, yes. The person is working, marry someone else who is working, who shares that value.
Okay. Relationship 360. Barrister, good morning. Please, I want to stay anonymous. A friend of mine accommodates a lady who just packed out of her family house and stayed in my friend's house, had 5 kids with my friend. But wait now.
Well, I want to round up.
I'm coming. And stayed in my friend's. Okay, had 5 kids, but the family are 90% aware of the conversation. Her family always visits them. Even the mother does pay visits to that family, the 5 children and the cohabitation situation. Now the challenge now is that my friend doesn't have the money to pay her bride price, and anytime my friend speaks as the father of those children, the woman will say he's not their father until he pays for
It's good for him now. He has the money to take care of 5 children.
But he can't pay the bride price.
But he can't pay the bride price of 1. Or you can even go do court marriage where it's under 100,000. You have finished everything.
Is he up to 100K?
It's not up to. I say under. If you want to buy drinks for those people,
don't go to the big one. Just use the one.
That one is not even.
One more.
No.
Okay.
It's for 844.
Right.
So I want to appreciate everybody for listening. I want to appreciate you for tuning in every Saturday. Now I want to appeal to us. First of all, you can go to our YouTube page to watch a recorded session, the radio sessions I have every Saturday. You can find them on YouTube at the Gnosis Help Initiative. Please engage in conversations and like the page. You'll find today, by the end of today, it will be on YouTube, the Gnosis Help Initiative. Gnosis is Gnosis. On Facebook, I'm Olumide Omoshebi or Barrister Olumide, or the Gnosis Help Initiative. Also on Facebook, you see reels of this radio session. My phone number for those that might want to reach out to me is 0909 3214 942. 0909 3214 942. Please take advantage of sessions with me when you are not sure. When you are considering your choice for a spouse, take advantage of sessions with me. I have two. That's online, that is maybe by phone call or video call. It comes for, at a price, and then the physical sessions at a fee. Take advantage, because we have to start doing prevention now. And I think your health, your life should be more important to you than any other thing. Now, please, ladies and gentlemen, you listen to me every week, and at best, a lot of you tell other people about this show that you should tune into. I appreciate. But what impact have you had on your environment, on your place of abode, that is the local government you live, your street, within your areas of influence? I have a network called the Gnosis Volunteer Network. We are in every local government in Lagos State. And what we do is to come together to help victims of domestic violence and abuse and child sexual abuse. We are those people that show up for victims, that speak out against child sexual abuse and domestic violence in our area. We do a lot. And I think that if you are listening to this program, you should be able to live the life that carries what you believe. In your area, if in my area, they can say, Barry, that's Barrister Olumide's street, or that is, it should be the same. It's like you're a Christian, that is a Christian there, or you're a Muslim, that is a Christian there. It should be your identity. I want those of us who are serious about making an impact to join our volunteer network. Now, let me tell you what we do. In your local government, wherever there is a case, I notify you that in your local government, so, and those people amongst us that are available at that time may go in, especially to rescue children who have been sexually abused, or to support the victims. Each time they go to report at the police station, everybody is coming for the abuser. Are you going to send your husband to prison? Nobody speaks out for the victims, but we are there for the victims. We are there to teach. Even in schools around the area, we go teaching children from GSS 1 to SS3 about abuse, from domestic violence to child sexual abuse, what to do, how to identify abuse, and what to do. We really need people to join. Now, we are not giving anybody money. Some people will come and join and say, they think it's NGO that we are. No, we are not. In fact, in every subgroup, that is in every local government, the people there every month donate 2,000, because there's a treasurer in your local government. And it is for cases where we need emergencies. For example, we rescued a girl that was raped by her cousin, and they were trying to cover it up, not knowing that, she was already 4 months pregnant. She's going to deliver in another 2 weeks. The subgroup there, monies that they've saved, we're going to pay for the pregnancy. We're also going to try to we're going to decide on the child, because she's getting to that age where she can decide what she wants to do. When it comes to cases of where we have to rescue someone from an abusive husband, at times we put money together, we rent a place, make it a safe house where we can put people. That's what we do, 2,000 naira every month. So don't come there thinking we are giving people, NGO, they give. So that is financially how we raise money to help each other. And every local government, they save their own money by themselves. So anything that happens, they are there. So we need people to come and join and identify, make that movement in your area stronger against domestic violence. Somebody just killed, they're not even married, the girlfriend just this week, slit her throat and tried to flee. It was the landlord that heard her scream. One Ademola just slaughtered and tried to escape. several issues going on. You will be surprised that what is going on next door. So let's not just listen to this program. Let us do something. Even in Christianity, Christ tells you that we don't want hearers, we want doers. We want doers, people that will come out, and if you are not able, if you are very busy, you can support us financially, send your money to where your presence cannot be. But this is very serious. And what we do, I think you have an idea when I talk. We are active. We are not those ones that, just talk and make noise and go back. We've been active for 25 years. So what you would do if you would like to join us, just text your full name, the local government area you live, and your WhatsApp number. Text it to this number. Please bring out your phone. Get this number down. 0708 029 4806. 0708 029 4806. 0708 029 4806. Send your full name, the local government area where you live, and your WhatsApp number. Send it to that. And they would interview you briefly. You need to get to know you a little, then they add you to the group. And then you begin to see what I see, hear what I hear, and cause a change in your area, in your organization, in your homes, in your families. And you'll be able to also equip your children with what they need to survive in this world. Thank you very much. Please, it's not for people who are coming there to be asking for money. We don't give money. We are not a political party. Thank you very much. Yes, very soon we are taking our campaign to Alimosho. It will be an awareness campaign, maybe for 2-3 days in Alimosho. We'll give you details of that soon as we put flesh to the campaign. So, David,
I can take one more message.
Please.
My name is Anne from Ikotun. Please, barrister, what of a situation when a man doesn't want to be with a woman anymore because the marriage has become toxic? He has requested for the bride price to be returned, but the in-laws have refused to give it back. What should he do?
He should go to the customary court.
Okay.
Yes. Once you've asked for your bride price to be returned, you have fulfilled your responsibility. You have fulfilled what is required of you. Now, if they don't give you back as long as you have made that request, you can move on. You go to the customary court as well, so it will be documented that you made that request for your bride price, signifying that you are no longer interested in the marriage.
So, if the court says they have acknowledged, it means you have.
The court will now also reach out to them
to return the bride
yes,
price.
And so if they do not, it is up to them. It is already official that you have made the request for your bride price. That is what is needed.
So can that customary court dissolve the marriage rather, unilaterally?
If they refund the bride price, you don't need to go to a customary
what
court.
if they say
so
no?
Now if the person refuses and you take it to the customary court, they invite both parties, and the people still refuse, then the customary court can certify that all requirements have been met.
Reached.
Yes,
All right. Thank you very much, barrister. Thank you very much to all who have listened today. That will be the size of the broadcast. Next up, Jimmy Disu on the discourse. Do not go anywhere.